رياض تتم الأساس. اوكي.
معنا رياض.
الرياض بس روح بالشق الثاني للآخرين.
اي هلا. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In front of you are the Arab ambassadors to the United Nations. We are here to express our solidarity with our Palestinian brothers. We are here to deplore the criminal behavior of the Israeli occupying force. We are here to support the call for protection for the Palestinian people, for investigation into the crimes of the Israeli occupation forces. You have heard today in the Security Council, the vast majority of members have been supportive of these calls and of these requests. I'll give the floor to my dear colleague Mansour, who is the Arab member on the Security Council. He will explain what the next steps are in terms of dealing with the situation, and then we will turn over to Riyadh, who is going to express the view of the Palestinian people and leadership. Thank you very much. And then we'll take your questions.
I want to thank you all and thanks my colleagues from the Arab group for joining us in this press conference. First, let me express our deep condolences and our solidarity with the families of the victims and those who has been killed by the Israeli forces yesterday. The Security Council, the message from the open meeting of the Security Council today is very clear. The Council expressed their deep concerns about the situation, and many Council members condemned what happened yesterday, and they wanted an investigation, a transparent and quick, independent investigation on these incidents, and those who is responsible for, who perpetrated those crimes should be accountable for. We will distribute or circulate a Security Council draft resolution on providing international protection to the Palestinian people, because the Israelis, the occupying power, failed to carry on their international responsibility in accordance to Geneva Convention. This is what I wanted to say, and now I will let my colleague, Ambassador of Palestine, to comment.
Thank you, Mansour. Thank you, Abdullah. I want at the beginning just to express the appreciation of the Palestinian people and their leadership to this very powerful demonstration of support from all the Arab countries, and I believe that there are others, friends from other countries, including the OIC, European countries from all corners of the globe, who are supporting, and standing with the Palestinian people at this very historical junction. As you all know, today is a Nakba day. 70 years of living in misery and in exile, and 51 years living under occupation. Enough is enough. Our Palestinian people are extremely frustrated with the fact that they are not enjoying their inalienable national rights. The position of the Palestinian people, you've listened to it. I gave it inside the council. But here, I just want to express our appreciation for those who have extended messages of condolences. It is outrageous to have in one day 61 Palestinian civilians killed, including 8 children and close to 3,000 civilians, and yet the Security Council to continue to be paralyzed. That is unacceptable. This is outrageous, and it cannot continue to be that way. So the support here, the support in the Security Council, 14 members, it was obvious that they were in one side, and one member in the Security Council still is not getting it. And I hope that with these massive messages, with the steadfastness of the Palestinian people, with the greatness and heroic position and activities of our people in Gaza, I can tell you today, although it is Nakba Day, but I am proud to be a Palestinian. Proud to be a Palestinian belonging to those heroes in Gaza, to those heroes in Jerusalem, to those heroes in the occupied Palestinian territory. With your help, with your support, with this massive press conference in which you are carrying our message to all corners of the globe, we hope one day, and one day soon, that this occupation to end and the independence of our state with East Jerusalem to take place so that we can be as normal as all of you. We are eager to do that. We are eager to raise our children looking for hope, looking for good education, looking for their lives, looking for raising families. And I hope that that day will be coming soon. Let me also tell you, because today is the Nakba Day, 70 years of Nakba, although the atmosphere is tragic and painful, I invite all of you to be with us in the General Assembly Hall. It will be for the first time in the history of the General Assembly in which there will be an activity commemorating 70 years of Nakba. One of our superstars, Dr. Hanan Ashrawi, will be with us. We will share with the audience some of her thoughts. And we have 3 brilliant Palestinian musicians playing the oud. They call themselves the Gibran brothers. Come and be with us to see hope while we are suffering tremendously on the hand of the Israeli occupation. Life has to continue, and there will be tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow would be better than today. So I invite all of you, come with your television cameras, share our story with us, share our narrative, tell it to everyone that the Palestinian people, the 12 million, 13 million strong, are determined not to vanish. Palestine is our national homeland. We accepted in our national homeland to have 2 states. One is occupying us. The other one is struggling for its independence. But the one that is living under occupation will enjoy independence and will enjoy it soon, and with East Jerusalem as its capital, so that we can have 2 states living side by side in peace and tranquility. This is what we have decided in the Arab Summit Conference. Since the Arab Peace Initiative in 2002, Israel withdrew from all the occupied Arab land and the Palestinian state to become independent, and then relationship for peace will be open. I say that in the moment of pain, but yet we are not losing our minds. We are looking for peace, and we want peace, and peace cannot take place until Israel to withdraw from the occupied territory, including East Jerusalem, and for our state to be independent. I thank you again for being with us, and I think that our chairman, Brother Abdullah, said he will take answers after the 3 of us have spoken, and I finished. I spoke a lot today, but I stop now. Thank you.
تفضل.
سعادة السفير، هناك كانت مطالب داخل مجلس الأمن أود أن أناقشها معكم. الأولى كانت بإعادة النظر في قواعد الاشتباك للجيش الإسرائيلي وكيفية ضمان أنها تتمشى مع القوانين الدولية والإنسانية، وأيضا المطالبة للمنسق الخاص بتقديم مقترحات لكيفية رفع الحصار عن قطاع غزة وضمان حرية الحركة منه وإليه، وثالثا المطالبة بتوفير الحماية للمدنيين الفلسطينيين القابعين تحت الاحتلال الفلسطيني الإسرائيلي. ولكن سؤالي أيضا إلى مندوب الكويت الدائم، كيف تضمنون عدم استخدام الولايات المتحدة، أو كيف تشجعونها على عدم استخدام حق النقد أو الفيتو ضد مشروع قراركم الذي يريد توفير الحماية للشعب الفلسطيني تحت الاحتلال؟ يعني هذه الأسئلة ال3 مطروحة لكم.
لاحظت بالكلمات اللي ألقيت في المجلس من قبل عدد من الدول الأعضاء بأن هناك طلب محدد من المنسق وفريق الأمم المتحدة العامل في الأراضي المحتلة بأن يقدم مقترحات وتدابير لضمان عدم حدوث مثل هذه أعمال العنف، وتقديمها كمقترح يتعلق أيضا في ضمان حرية الحركة وعدم اشتباك السلطات الاحتلال الإسرائيلية مع المتظاهرين ومع السكان المدنيين. هذه المقترحات يعني هذا الطلب قدم من عدة دول في الكلمات اللي ألقيت، فننتظر حقيقة ونشوف ردة فعل المنسق الخاص اللي هو نيكولاي ميلادونوف. بالنسبة لمشروع القرار كما ذكرت بأن سنتقدم بمشروع قرار وسنقوم بتوزيعه على الدول الأعضاء في مجلس الأمن غدا. هذا المشروع راح يطرح للنقاش وسيكون هناك مشاورات عليه. لا نريد أن نتكلم عن مواقف دول محددة لأن قد تكون هناك مقترحات، قد يكون هناك تجاوب من بعض الدول للوصول إلى توافق آراء بخصوص مشروع قرار. أنا واثق أن المسألة ما راح تكون سهلة في اتفاق مجلس الأمن على مشروع قرار يوفر الحماية الدولية للشعب الفلسطيني، ولكن هذا ما سنسعى إليه اعتبارا من الغد إن شاء الله.
النظر في قواعد اشتباك القوات الإسرائيلية التي تستخدمها الآن ضد الشعب الفلسطيني في غزة دوليا.
يعني احنا طلبنا لجنة تحقيق مستقلة وشفافة في موضوع الحادثة اللي صارت، وهذا الطلب حقيقة تكرر 3 مرات، ولكن مع الأسف الشديد تم الاعتراض عليه من قبل دولة في عضو في المجلس. احنا مثل ما ذكرت راح طلبنا من المنسق بأن يقدم مقترحات في هذا الشأن وسننظر فيها لما يتم تقديمها.
أنا راح أتكلم بدي عندي إضافة. تفضل سمحت. Of course, my brother Talal asked a question composed of 3 components. One, he said that are we seeking in a draft resolution that Israel to change the rules of engagement against the Palestinian civilians, and another one with regard to investigation, and the third one related to protection. I just want to say, in addition to what my brother Mansour said, if Israel to abide by the provisions of the international humanitarian law, and specifically the 4th Geneva Convention, then everything would be within the parameters of the law, because the provisions of international humanitarian law would regulate the relationship between the occupying power and the people who live under occupation. Israel is violating these provisions, and therefore also the provisions would give the responsibility to provide protection to the occupying power. But if the occupying power is the source of lack of protection and it is the source of attacking civilians, then the occupying power forfeits its or abdicate its responsibility to provide protection. Then it becomes the responsibility of the international community. Having said all these things, in Resolution 605, there was a request in that resolution to ask the Secretary General to use all things available to him to conduct an investigation with a view of ensuring the protection of the civilian population. And he did submit, after he dispatched Mr. Merrick Golding to the region at that time in the late 80s, to conduct an investigation, which he did, and he did submit a report available to all of us, the report as it relates to Security Council Resolution 605, talking about the different forms of providing protection. In Resolution 904, the Security Council resolution used the language in the operative paragraph of providing an international temporary presence of foreign presence to provide protection in the occupied Palestinian territory, not only in Al-Khalil, Hebron. So based on these elements contained in these resolutions in the past, we are working with our brothers in Kuwait in the drafting of the draft resolution that will be submitted that can use a lot of these concepts that were approved by the Security Council in the past, that if they are put in place and they are adopted by the Security Council, would help tremendously in providing protection. So there is a lot of work before us to do. I think that, as Mansour said, the text maybe will be circulated to the members of the Security Council tomorrow, and we will begin the tedious exercise of negotiation to hopefully seek an agreement to adopt a new resolution, if that is possible. Within the new draft, there will be a request for the Secretary General to use whatever is available to him, as in the case of Resolution 605, to investigate, to examine the rules of engagement and all these issues, and to submit recommendations to that effect, as he did in 605 when Merrick Golding did submit his long report with regard to providing protection.
Yes.
To Ambassador Mansour, will the Palestinian Authority renew salaries to Gaza staffers now?
Well, first of all, I am the representative of the State of Palestine. If it's difficult for you to say the government of the State of Palestine, you know, try it, There is Palestinian Authority, but there is the government of the State of Palestine. Our president, President Abbas, in the last session of the Palestine National Council, in which I attended, I'm a member of the Palestine National Council, he declared to all of us that the salaries will be sent to the people in Gaza the following day. And I believe that the president is implementing that promise and that decision that he made in the Palestine National Council. I believe that there is another group that they want to speak. Thank you very much.
We'll take one more question. Okay. Yes.
Quick question, Ambassador, or to both of you. Is there a possibility of any kind of negotiation starting up with the Trump administration? Have they reached out to you? Obviously, Jared Kushner made some disparaging comments. Could you talk about the future of a Middle East peace program?
Well, we are all for the peace program. We want the Security Council to reactivate the peace process. We want the quartet to be reactivated. We want a peace process that is based on international legitimacy and based on all the resolutions of the United Nations Security Council and General Assembly. Such a process is very much needed and very dearly needed. And if that is what is being offered, then we're all for it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.